This conference will now be recorded.
So as you can see, we are going to learn SAP EWM. So SAP has a lot of modules, but EWM is one of the very booming modules in the current market. And EWM means Extended Warehouse Management. Extended Warehouse Management. So it is one of the warehousing solutions provided by SAP. And there are a lot of warehousing solutions provided by lot of other modules, but SAP has its own unique module called SAP Extended Warehouse Management. So is it the only solution provided by SAP for the warehouse management solution? No. SAP has, for the warehouse management solution, SAP has one more software called SAP WM, is nothing but SAP Warehouse Management Software. But SAP has realized over a period of time that SAP is not no longer going to support SAP WM because SAP has come up with a new solution called Extended Warehouse Management. For SAP WM is not having the flexible framework behind that one to implement advanced functionality within it. That's why SAP has come up with new functionality called SAP EWM, SAP Extended Warehouse Management. Okay, so this is the warehousing solutions. This is the warehousing solution. And one more thing, so why nowadays warehouse has become so very important aspect of entire supply chain unit. Why nowadays SAP warehouse has become very important part of supply chain unit. Okay, over a decade ago, you might have seen, that lot of customers were focusing on the best quality products, best quality products. And so for the best price in the market, for the best price in the market, that was the customer's behavior. That was the customer's behavior around 10 years ago. So we might have seen that one scenario. So let us take the like so mobile phones world. So that was the situation. Like we used to find what is the best quality mobile, what was the best features, and we used to buy it for the best price. Around 10 years ago, that was the situation. But during these 10 years, things has changed drastically. During these 10 years, things has changed drastically. Now, so almost in every mobile industry, like every mobile manufacturing industry, you can find lot of features like within different models, lot of features. Almost the features are same within the same price range. You cannot even negotiate like so. So in almost every mobile manufacturing industry, you will find the same kind of features like with a different kind of model. Like so, one feature might not be like so, more or less features might be there, but almost the mobile manufacturing industry has saturated. Now they are trying to do their best. Now they are trying to give their best in the best price. That quality has saturated. That best price has saturated. Now what exactly the customer is looking for? Now the customer is looking for 1 day delivery or within 1 hour delivery. He wants that product to be delivered as soon as possible. That's what his requirement. Now the entire organization's focus has shifted from their financial to organize like supply chain, from their manufacturing to supply chain. So this warehouse is the heart for entire supply chain. Warehouse is the heart for entire supply chain. The supply chain means wherever the product journey involves, from vendor to our warehouse to production, production to again warehouse, and warehouse to customer. So wherever the product journey happens, that product journey, entire journey is called supply chain. So in that supply chain, warehouse plays a very key role in each and every business. In each and every business. Okay. Now, so this is what the small introduction why we have to use the warehouse management. That too, why we have to go with the extended warehouse management, that we will be going to discuss. Now, before we get into the world of SAP, now you know that you are new to SAP, right? Hello, Ravi. Are you new? You are new to SAP, right? Can you hear me?
Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, sir.
So, yeah, yeah. Okay. Before we get into like SAP EWM, at least we should know something about SAP. We should know something about SAP. Uh, can you mute yourself, Ravi?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. SAP is nothing but systems, applications, and products in data processing. So, SAP is providing systems. On cloud, it is providing the systems, and SAP is providing the applications, and SAP is providing the products. And don't forget to say in data processing. What kind of data it is? What kind of data it is? It is completely business data. SAP is not into any like game developing. SAP is not into any kind of animations or anything. SAP has dedicated to provide the solution. SAP has dedicated its entire focus to provide the solution for different kinds of businesses. For different kinds of businesses. That's why SAP is nothing but systems, applications, and products in data processing. SAP is an ERP product. Now I am saying the SAP is an ERP product. So what is ERP? Let us understand what exactly this ERP is. ERP means enterprise resource planning. ERP means enterprise resource planning. Now let's break down each and every word so that we can understand it better. Enterprise means a department may have lot of like one organization may have lot of departments in it. Finance, sales department, production department, customer care, procurement department, human resource department. Lot of departments might be there. Lot of departments might be there. So combining all those departments, it's called enterprise. Enterprise. Our next thing is after E, there is a word called R, means resources. So having the departments alone is not enough. We should have the resources as well. Resources like money, machinery, marketing, manpower, materials. So these all are called resources. Without money, we cannot run the organization. If you want to start any organization, you need the machinery. If you are into producing anything, you need machinery. You need marketing. You need manpower. You need materials. These all resources are needed to get into to run this organization to actually to run all these departments. Okay. Now let's move to our next word, which is planning. Which is planning. So having these resources, having only these departments alone is not enough. We should have perfect planning. We should have perfect planning. So procurement departments deals with it deals with the procurement of the materials. Procurement is nothing but so buying of the materials like so filling our storage locations, everything that will be taken care by the procurement department. But unnecessarily, if you buy a lot of material, unnecessarily if you recruit lot of people, lot of again that will be a burden. So we should not do something unnecessarily. We should go with a perfect planning. We should go with the perfect planning, and that planning, with the help of that planning, we should make use of these resources into these departments so that organization will run on higher profits. Organization will run on higher profits. Okay. Planning means efficient utilization of the resources by integrating all the departments, by integrating all the departments of an organization so that organization runs in profits. All the departments are integrated. So they are not running independently. They don't have an independent software. All softwares, all the department softwares are within one package, our ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. And SAP is one of the ERP products. SAP is one of the ERP products. This is what the ERP means. Enterprise Resource Planning. Efficient utilization of the resources in these departments by integrating all the department so that organization will run on high profits. That is what the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, it is also one kind of software. Now, let us see what kind of softwares we can find in the market. What kind of softwares we can find in the market. So we can find the programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, Pascal, COBOL. So one of your seniors are, so one of your colleagues are might be working on these programming languages. So to get into the world of programming languages, you need some development skills. You should need some coding skills. You should write some set of statements used for developing and various applications. You can develop the various applications with the help of these programming languages. C, C++, Java, Python, Pascal, COBOL, ABAP. These are the programming languages. But our SAP is also having its own programming language, SAP ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming Language. ABAP means Advanced Business Application Programming Language, and every ERP has its own language. In the same way, our SAP ERP is having its own programming language, SAP ABAP. When you want to do some custom developments, then we have to go with the help of ABAP. With the help of ABAP, slowly we will come to know how exactly the ABAP will be helpful in the SAP world. Now, apart from programming languages, we are also having some packages. We are also having some packages. Tally, MS Office. So, why they are called packages means, let us take this example of MS Office. So, MS Office is not a single application. Within MS Office, you can find MS Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint. So, they those all are ready to use products. You don't have to develop them. They are ready to use products. And you can see the pattern: MS Office, MS Word, MS PowerPoint. These all softwares are going to be fulfill the requirement of an office. Requirement on office. That's why these all softwares are bunched together into MS Office. That's why it is called package. It is not one thing. It's a package of softwares. So what next kind of products? Databases. Okay. If you have in your organization, if you want to manage the data of your customers, your vendors, your bank accounts, your employees data, everything, you if you want to maintain somewhere in a very structured way, in a very structured way, so how we can maintain them means with the help of with the help of database, we can maintain those data permanently in the system. So to maintain the details of our employees, to maintain the details of our vendors, customers, everything, bank account details and everything, if you want to store permanently in the system in a structured way, then to store the data in a structured way, we have softwares called Oracle, SQL Server, and HANA-DB. Lot of softwares are there. These softwares will facilitate to store the data permanently in the system. That's it. That's it. And apart from databases, we are also having the operating systems. We are also having the operating systems like Windows, Unix, Linux. These are all called operating system. With the help of these operating systems, so we can interact with the machine. We can interact with the machine and control the software programs and hardware devices. This is what the responsibility of operating system. Apart from these software products, we are also having one more kind of software product, that is the ERP product. As I have explained you, ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning. In this also you can find it is one of the software products. Now the question is the SAP only ERP product in the market? No. Along with SAP, we are also having our Oracle apps, PeopleSoft, BAN, Microsoft Dynamics. These all are ERP products. But why SAP? Why we have to go for SAP? The question is why SAP and why we have to go for SAP. So Oracle apps is famous for its database, and it will provide a perfect solution for only for financing. It may have a lot of other modules, but it is not having like the entire compact modules in one way, in one go, and still actually it is improving its functionalities. It may be lacking some of the modules, some of the departments, and PeopleSoft. It is only famous for our HR module, and ban is there. Microsoft Dynamics. Microsoft is famous for its Microsoft products like Windows, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel. So it's Microsoft software. But why SAP? SAP means so it may not be having the solution for all the departments. These all other softwares may not be having the solution for all other departments, but SAP is having a solution for all the departments. Around 30 to 40% of its profits SAP is spending on research and development. That is how SAP come up with every upgraded version on each and every year with new functionalities, whatever the new trends which are introduced in the market, which are introduced in the market. That is why still in the ERP world, SAP is the leading product. SAP is a leading product. And I have seen like for the last 45 to 50 years, there is a constant demand for SAP software. You might have seen some cloud AI, so there might be up and downs. You may not get an opportunity like if you project your profile. So in the cloud world, now everyone is using the cloud. Around 5 to 6 years ago, cloud was the booming. Like lot of other softwares are booming, and so they are ending up somewhere. Like they are getting saturated at somewhere. But when it comes to SAP, there is no saturation point. SAP is evolving day by day. There will be lot of solutions, are lot of new kind of techniques, lot of new trends, new functionalities are getting introduced by SAP each and every year. That is how it is the leading ERP product in the market now. So let us know what all are the like modules we can find in the SAP world. What modules we can find in the SAP world. So let us divide them into some like sections. One is function modules, another one is technical modules, and another one is admin modules. So what are these function modules? To get into the function module, like what kind of things are required? So as you can see, SAP MM means SAP Materials Management, SAP SD, SAP Sales and Distribution, SAP HR, so Human Resource, and SAP FICO, Finance and Controlling, SAP EWM, Extended Warehouse Management, SAP TM, Transportation Management. So these all not, so I have taken a few of the modules, but there are around more than 150 to 200 products are there, function modules are there in SAP world. But to figure it out, like so these are some of the core modules, common modules I picked so while preparing this slide. So to get into the world of SAP functional modules, what kind of knowledge is required? So it involves the business processes. So we should have a good understanding of the business processes, how the business is running. If you are going to learn SAP EWM means like, so in the perspective of warehouse, how the business is running, that you should know. And configuring according to the business requirements and supporting the business. Okay, one is you should understand the business processes, and you should have good communication skills to interact with the client, and you should be able to map the same on the SAP system. we should be able to map the same business on SAP system. That is what it is required. To get into the world of function modules, first you should be able to understand the business processes. Anyhow, we will be going to explain the business processes which are involved in SAP EWM, and you should be able to map those business processes and the system. That is what this training is for. That is what this training is for. So on your side, what exactly you have to do? So we are putting our efforts to make you understand the business processes and make you understand the how to map those business processes on SAP software. On your side, you have to do your little research on SAP, and so every day you have to improve your communication skills, because it is you are the bridge between, you are the bridge between like business and the SAP. You are the bridge between business and the SAP. That's why you should have good communication skills to understand the requirement of the business. Apart from, so as I'm telling you, like to get into the function modules, no coding is required. Not even like one line of coding is required. So all that you required is to know the business processes and like how to configure those business processes and SAP system. That is that is all we require. That is all we require. Apart from these function modules, we are also having the technical modules. Apart from these function modules, we are also having the technical modules like SAP ABAP, SAP UI5. So to get into these technical modules, you should have some programming skills and you should develop some custom objects according to the business requirement. Anyhow, SAP is having its solution, but if the customer is requiring, is actually is wanting for any new kind of custom developments which is not in our standard solution provided by SAP, then we have to approach the ABAP. That is why it is for SAP ABAP. It's one of the technical modules. To get into the technical modules, you should know the programming skills. You should know the programming skills. Apart from these technical modules, we are also having admin modules. We are also having admin modules like SAP Basis, SAP HANA. So what they will do? Installation of SAP software, like taking the backup, taking the recovery, and system setup, user administration, creating the users in the software, and setting the permissions for the users. Setting permissions for the users. These will be taken care by these admin related activities taken care by these admin modules, SAP Basis HANA, HANA admin. So this is what about the brief about the modules we can find in the market. So once you search in the Google, you will find lot of modules. You will find lot of modules. Like so to figure it out, I have taken some of the model. Just I'm going to explain this one. So for your understanding, like okay, what all are the advantages of SAP over other ERP products? As I've told you in this slide, SAP is not only the one ERP product. So SAP is also having other ERP products in the market. Now let us see what all are the advantages of SAP compared to other ERP products. So there is a tight integration among the departments. Why I am saying the tight integration means, as you can see, SAP has solution for all the departments. Not only these, all the departments. Means obviously we can expect there is a tight integration. So let us understand. Let us break down the session of tight integration. So tight integration means like there is a tight integration between like materials management, procurement department, and the finance department. With the help of that tight integration, when you receive the goods, when you receive the goods into the warehouse, automatically that will trigger the financial accounts, financial documents. For example, you buy something from the vendor, and finally you receive the products. How many products you have received? The logistic people will enter how many products they have received. Based on that billing, like based on that, so one actually payment transaction will be accounting transaction, accounting documents will be generated. In with the help of those accounting documents, our finance people will pay to the vendor. pay to the vendor. Means each and every module is integrated with other module, other departments. You don't have to, if you are using some different products for your finance and different product for your procurement, then you have to exclusively integrate them. As SAP, within SAP, we are having all the softwares, we are having all the software solutions for all the departments. You don't have to integrate. So all the integrations are there inbuilt. And with the help of SAP S/4HANA in the year 2015, its efficiency has increased. Like within no time, you can execute the transactions. And cost reduction. So how this cost reduction is there? If you want to develop any software using Java or .NET for your business, it will take years of time. So entire thing from the starting page to end page, everything you have to develop on your own. But SAP has already developed software. The only thing you have to do is you have to configure that SAP software according to your business requirement. That is why SAP has, like, you can expect the cost reduction and accuracy. There are a lot of reports are there in SAP, and they will give the exact accurate details. What is the live business currently going on? That live business reports are possible because of with the introduction of HANA database. That is one of the fastest databases in the world. That is why all the transaction, all the reports will be most accurate reports. Most accurate transactions will be performed. Okay. Integration with other SAP software, integration with other softwares. Okay. If you want to integrate with any other software, that is also possible. We are having iDocs and other integrating technologies available in multi languages. So we may find like lot of products, lot of softwares we can find in the multi languages. Then what is in it? So why actually? So even in mobile application also you can find in multi languages. So what is in it in multi languages? So the meaning behind multi languages is SAP is supporting the global clients. SAP is supporting the global businesses. SAP is being implemented for the global businesses. It is not for one area or one region. So that solution is also there, but most of the global businesses will use the SAP software. If a Chinese person is actually logging into his SAP desktop, then he can log in into his own language. If a Japanese person is logging into the software, he can log in into his own language. But ultimately, they are working on the same thing. They are working on the same thing. There is no question, there is no doubt at all. And covers all business functions. As I've told you, SAP has a solution for all the departments within the organization, all the departments for various kinds of organizations as well. And upgradation. And as I told you, like SAP comes up with its upgraded product each and every year. Each and every year it releases, it upgrades. So the only thing is just you have to upgrade the product if you want to enjoy that new functionalities. You don't have to develop it from the scratch. If any market new trend is like so was taken into the market, there actually we can find one new trend in the market, like because the business is evolving day by day. So the current business process may end up somewhere, and we may go adopt new kind of business processes based on the market, based on the market, and based on the flexibility they are providing. So in that case, you don't have to develop for that new functionality. So once you upgrade your software, simply that all new trends and new functionality will come and land in your system, and you can enjoy them. You can enjoy them. And so our SAP EWM extended warehouse management can integrate with these softwares. Only we do not have the finance integration directly. Finance integration directly we do not have, but SAP has is a direct integration with SAP MM. MM means materials management, which deals with the procurement activities for the organization. SD means sales and distribution, which deals with the sales activities of an organization. HR means human resource management. So with the help of labor management, one of the sub-modules of SAP EWM, we are directly or indirectly getting connected with the SAP HR module and SAP PP, production planning. So one of the tightly integrated module is SAP. If your organization is having production facility, we can tightly integrate with SAP production module and SAP PM, plant maintenance, SAP QM, quality maintenance, SAP TM, transportation management, SAP EHS, environment, health and safety. So these are the tight integration points for our SAP. Tight integration points for our SAP EWM. SAP EWM. Now, types of projects. What types of products we can find in the market? So one is implementation project. If your client or if your business is not using SAP software, now they want to use the SAP software. So now they want to use their entire business into SAP software. Then that kind of project is called implementation project. And once they have implemented, while running their day-to-day transaction, they might come across some errors. So they need a support once they have implemented the software to resolve the errors in the system. Then that kind of software is called that kind of project is called support project, RAMC. And we are also having rollout project. So currently your client is using SAP software. Now they have started new plant or new company code something. So that also we have to bring into our SAP. That kind of project is called rollout project and upgradation project, as I told you. So once you want to upgrade your software, first we will test in the sandbox. Sandbox is nothing but one of the dummy environments. If it is working fine, actually we can upgrade our software. So these four different kinds of projects we can find. And as you can see, this is the warehouse. This is the warehouse. Like if you this is the vendor is nothing but the seller of the goods. If you are sending the material, like we have to receive into the warehouse. If you want to return that material, again the product journey starts from the warehouse. Product journey starts from the warehouse. And if you want to send a material to the customer, so again the warehouse is involved. If customer returns any product, again the warehouse is involved. If you are having any manufacturing facility or a production facility, you have to supply the raw material to the production plant. And once the finished product is produced in the production plant, again you have to receive that finished product into our warehouse. That is how SAP is the heart of entire supply chain, heart of entire supply chain. For example, if a customer order the product and he is expecting the product within 1 hour or like one day means, so where the product journey starts? Journey of the product starts in the warehouse. If the warehouse people and warehouse software is not very quick, he may not reach his requirement. He may go for another brand. That's why warehouse is playing key role in the entire supply chain unit. Now, so four pillars of the warehouse management software, not only for EWM, for any warehousing software, these four pillars we can find. One is receiving the goods into the warehouse. Once actually truck arrives, we have to receive the goods and we have to do the put away. Put away means into the final bins, final racks, we have to place the product. That activity is called put away. And for example, if you have received an outbound delivery and we have to deliver it to the customer, then the first activity is picking the product from the racks and shipping the product or like so issuing it to the customer. Shipping is nothing but loading into the vehicle and shipping that activity is called shipping the product. Shipping the product, loading, the process of loading is called shipping. Process of loading the material into the vehicle is called shipping. So these all are the four pillars of any warehouse. One is receiving the goods, second one is put away. Okay, it is on inbound side. If you receive the material, if you want to send the material outside, we have to pick the material and we have to ship the material. We have to ship the material. So these all are the four pillars of the warehouse. Okay, and we are also having internal warehouse movements apart from receiving and issuing. Internally, we have to move the products within the warehouse. We are having the posting changes, ad hoc movements, and replenishment physical inventory. So these are some internal movements. In our next session, so we will be exploring some of the internal movements. Okay. And career path. When it comes to SAP career path, so if you are having around 0 to 3 or 4 years of experience, then you will be treated as junior consultant. And once you gain around 5 years of experience, you will be 4 to 5 years of experience, you will be treated as associate consultant in an organization. So once you gain around 6 plus or 7 years of experience, you will be treated as a consultant. At this point of time, organizations believe that you may work independently, and after this one, you may get actually senior or principal consultant. Okay, if you gain more than 8 years of experience, and team lead or solution architect if you gain around 11 plus years of experience. If you are having more than 15 years of experience, like, you will be treated as an SME, subject matter expert. And after this one, finally you will become a manager. This is what the like career path, just not to like attract you, but at least you should know what is the career path. And these experience, year of experience, will vary from organization to organization, and these designations also will vary from organization to organization. This is the typical designations I have given. This is what the career path. And so what organizations are using SAP software? As you can see, like Hero, MRF, Big Bazaar, Coca-Cola, Asian Paints, Vishal, Nestle, Sony, Titan, Volta, Samsung, Britannia, Dabur, Jindal, PepsiCo. Like, all the big brands are using SAP software. These all are the not only SAP softwares. So as I have prepared this slide around 4 years ago, like, I have included some of the product-based companies. These are called product-based companies. They are actually directly involved into the production of the material. That's why they are called product-based companies. They are using this SAP software. But who will help them implement this SAP software? Like, these are called service-based companies. These people will help these product-based companies to implement the SAP software, as well as actually once it is implemented, they will give the support for the software as well. TCS, IBM, Accenture, Soprasteria, HCL Tech Mahindra, Wipro, Deloitte, Capgemini. So these all are the software companies and service-based companies. They are helping the businesses. They are helping the businesses. Not only these companies, actually there are lot of companies are using SAP software. Okay, don't stick to these only. And not only these companies which are SAP partners, there are a lot of other SAP partners are there in the market. We can find we can find in the market. So this is what about very introduction of SAP to understand what exactly the SAP is, how it is going to help the businesses, the basic structure of like SAP software. So how it is going to be useful. Like, it will serve the purpose of those who want to understand what exactly the SAP is, and how the modules are how the modules are going to help each and every department into the business. Yeah, Ravi, yeah, do you have any questions in this session? Like, do you want to know anything new, or Ravi, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have any questions? Like, personally, if you want any ask any question, like, so Anu here, can you stop recording? Like, so he can personally interact with me. Anu here, are you there? Just wait a bit.
okay.
Yeah, Anuhya, can you stop recording the session?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.